Okay, welcome back to the Midwest Mafia podcast. I know
I
we've
know
been
you guys have been waiting for this
we
one.
haven't seen you guys since last year, and we only did 2 episodes last year. But we really want to starting this week. We're gonna start ramping up these videos and making some good ass videos every week for you guys. So first, we're gonna get into some of the team introductions because it's week 7, and you guys haven't seen any of the season standings. So basically, we're just going to introduce everybody by their team first, based off how the standings 1 through 8. And first, we'll start with Josh at 1.
Sure. Should I just give it the rundown?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my
Team.
squad. I got 2 quarterbacks. Obviously, Lamar is the number 1, RB1, but go down. And I got my boy Russell Wilson. You know, he's currently coming off that injury and he's going to be out for like 3 to 4 weeks. But until then, Lamar is my QB1. Austin Eckler, a lot of controversy around this man at the beginning of the season, picking him up in the second round. You know, people thought he was going to be a bust, but he's coming through at like RB2 right now, and he's my current RB1.
Do you guys have any flaws or anything you need to point out? Don't be afraid to voice your concerns.
What you trying to say?
No, I'm just saying if anybody wants to say anything.
I mean, I'm going first because I'm number 1 in the standings right now.
You have the same record as me.
All right. Going down the list, we have Devontae, wide receiver 1. He's going to get you 100 yards each game. You know.
Points.
So what?
He got you 10 points this week.
And he got me 33 last week.
I'm saying he's not that consistent like you say he is.
We got Dawson.
Only 4 catches.
Man, my wide receivers could never.
Who are your wide receivers?
I think Devontae Adams is pretty safe.
The number 1 wide receiver in the NFL.
All right, Dawson Knox, though. What do you got to say about this recent leg injury?
It doesn't matter because I have Gronk. I mean, he is injured too right now, but I have Gronk and I have go down. I have Tyler Higbee, I believe.
Oh dang, you're legit.
I don't think Higbee would make my team.
I got 3 solid tight ends. It doesn't matter who is hurt and who is not. You know, I got 3 very replaceable tight ends.
3 tight ends on a roster would be questionable.
I mean, 2 of them are injured though.
You think Higbee's solid?
I think Higbee is like gonna get good looks in the red zone every week. So.
Oh, didn't last week.
Next question: is Odell Beckham droppable?
Odell Beckham is gonna see 1 more week.
Is Odell Beckham Jr. Is he just getting paid to run routes or what's happening?
Is he alive?
Why do you still have Elijah Mitchell on your team?
He's on the come up.
Let me just fucking run down through my team, please. Scroll up. I haven't even got to Jonathan Taylor, Stephon Diggs, or Darrell Henderson, and you guys are bashing my squad. Darrell Henderson is a top 10 running back right now.
That's good. Christian McCaffrey's.
Darrell Henderson consistently has 2 fucking broken ankles.
But I think Darrell Henderson actually is the top 5 running back right now. I'm not even joking.
Click on his numbers.
Are you joking, Diego?
No, look at the rankings.
Number 10. But thanks, Diego.
No, look at this
James
week's
Robinson
ranking.
is better than Darrell Henderson.
You said what?
I said James Robinson is better than Darrell Henderson. He's ranked high.
No.
I'd say
He's ranked higher.
Bro, Cannon is straight from a church right now.
What's up?
No, I'd say Darrell Henderson's a very safe flex option. I mean, he's going to get you that 12 points with or without a touchdown. If he gets a touchdown, obviously he's got the blow-up potential there for every week. But as a flex, very solid position.
So your kicker name is Matt Gay. Is that?
How do you feel about that?
Is that anything against the LGBT community?
You know, we do have some gay viewers.
I support the community, of course. That's why I picked him up on my team. And he's obviously given me consistent, numbers. That's a consistent community out there as a whole.
Do you believe he's gay?
There is some controversy around that. Personally, I do not
Would
think
you care if he's gay?
Did you pick him up because he's gay? Are you gay?
Um,
What? We need to get to the real answers here.
This is this is why we're paid for view.
All right. Now we go to the bench. We kind of already covered the bench.
yeah. Then that's my squad.
His bench is low key pretty trash. I'm
Oh,
not
Slant
gonna lie.
Boy. I'm sure you want to talk about Slant Boy.
Ant-Man. You know, I was super hyped about this dude, but
Just like you were last year.
you
I
know,
didn't hear about his ranking.
he got pushed back. He got pushed back another 2 weeks. He was supposed to play this week, but now I think he comes back week 8. But I'm gonna use him for those bye weeks, and hopefully he's consistent. That's all I gotta say.
All right. We're going to have, due to time restraints, we're going to have to move on to the next team.
But Josh is
All right. We're back. We had a little technical difficulties, but we're back to Spencer's team. So, Spencer.
Yeah, I'm 4-0 on Josh and Connor this year. and-
Spencer's team is the one on the left, by the way. We have to show you. We just have to show you this matchup. Ignore Josh's team on the right. We're just talking about Spencer's team.
Yeah, 4-2 overall, tied for first with Josh and Lay. My team's pretty wide receiver heavy, but I believe Ridley and AJ Brown are gonna pop off soon. And I like Aaron Jones as my RB1, and that's about it.
You're not tied for first. You're in second place.
He's
Hey,
tied
click
for
on.
first.
Hey, click on AJ Brown,
Hey, Josh, what's my record on you, real quick?
and then click on. Wait. All right. Actually, never mind. We'll get to that later.
Just do it during the trade talk.
all right. Yeah.
Is that all you want to say about your team?
I mean,
Yeah, they're sleeping on me. Me and Josh, 7th, 8th seeds last time.
Spencer started
quick
off
turnaround.
Spencer started off hot and has been losing.
No, I lost to Lace. It happens. And
No,
Connor,
you
you're at the
can-
bottom, so
you
you're
lost to
squirming a
waiver
bit. You're
wire.
squirming.
All right. So the elephant in the room is that you guys don't know that Spencer's a huge pussy and a vagina.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's getting personal.
he has never made the playoffs ever in our league.
That's not true. I made it this year.
Nobody
He
cares.
did
about
make it, and then
Oh,
that was the year I stomped him on my way to the championship.
okay,
So
you didn't
pretty
stomp.
much
Okay,
you
you did
guys-
not stomp me.
you guys
Okay,
have not made the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Connor, what is
Me
my record
here.
on you? Connor, a record check. Connor, where you at?
Bro,
Where you at in the standings,
nobody
boy?
cares about. You can take those little 2-ass wins. Like, I don't care.
Oh,
We'll see
Oh,
you.
now there's just a little last win.
If you make it, we'll see you in the postseason.
Connor, are you gonna make the postseason this year?
What? Ask everybody what they think.
Well, you're not in it right now.
Well, I'm a little concerned. Diego
Right
might
now,
beat
I didn't
me
know the
this week.
playoffs started week 7. All right, we got to get to the next team, and that would be.
The
Wait,
best team in the league, my boys.
it would
right,
actually be the least scoring team in the league. Fact.
Oh dang, Connor, maybe I should give you two. Connor, I'm not even gonna say your record because you're gonna have to say it when when you go over your team. So my record is 4-2, best team in the league. I mean, we can still sleep on me, but it is. I got Dak Prescott leading the charge. CMC, I mean,
Non-existent boy.
best player,
Probably going to be out
best-
for the season.
best player in the NFL. Cooper
If he
Kupp,
plays.
number 1 position ranked wide receiver. Y'all thought I was playing. Y'all thought this was a game. No, I know my players. I'm not Diego. All right, Noah Fant. He's a bucket. He did what he did to Spencer last week. Alvin Kamara, he's just another top running back that I got. Oh, Debo Samuels. Yeah, everyone hits my lineup for him, and nobody's getting him. Cordell Patterson, top 3 running back. Look it up. Nick Folk, number
Wait,
2
hold up.
kicker.
That ain't true.
Look it up.
It is. Oh,
No.
He didn't play. He had a bye week. So he went down. But he was number 3.
he was number 3 last week.
Yeah.
Not easy.
Who here thinks he's number 3 RB in the league?
Spencer, please, Spencer. After last week, you should have been.
Oh, my bad.
There's
Elephant in the
no.
room. All my players were on a bye week or hurt, and I had to pick up people on the waiver wire and literally destroyed Spencer. Like it wasn't even a game. He quit.
Destroyed. Interesting.
He
That's
quit
weird.
after the 12 o'clock games. He knew his faith.
All right, keep going.
Nick Folk, number 2 kicker. I don't know if he's still a number 2 kicker, but he was last week. Number 5. All right, whatever.
Nobody cares about that.
It actually matters. And then my bench is stacked because my bench ran through Spencer last week. Yeah, Sterling Shepard's on the come up. Like he's cold. If you look at his number, go on his numbers, he's like actually cold. Like he gets targeted like 10 times a game on average. Like those are nice numbers.
I like George Shepard.
Huh?
I like him.
Thank you. No, I
Darius
appreciate it.
Tony, depending on when he comes back, is going to be the wide receiver one.
No, and then go down. There's one. Oh wait, it doesn't show my IR. I have Jerry Judy on IR. He's coming back this week. And Chris Carson. You can't hit on Chris Carson. He's cold.
All right.
Yeah.
So he's third in the rankings. Moving
Tied
on
first.
to fourth in the rankings.
I'm
With
gonna love me
I'll
a
take
Thursday,
Wolf.
Wolf is
Because-
not here, so we're
So-
gonna have Diego talk about his team.
Why don't I do it? Because
Wolf is currently 2-3 and ranked fourth in the league. Diego, take it.
Parker, you want to take it or me?
He's
I'll
3.
take it because I'm gonna then go talk about my team anyway.
Okay.
All right.
So
No, I want
Wolf,
Diego to talk about it because Diego will actually shit on
Yeah,
his team.
actually, I want Diego to talk about it.
all right.
All right. So we got Matthew Stafford at QB, and all right, but wait, hold on. He's still sitting. Okay, Derrick Henry. You guys might think Derrick Henry, he is the best running back in the league, but he is the best running back in the league by far. But what you guys don't know is that I had Derrick Henry, and then I finessed him, and I got Tyreek Hill and Zeke. So he has Derrick Henry. He has Hopkins, but last week when he played me, he decided to get cute and just decide not to start Hopkins. So none of us really know why, but yeah. So I don't know what he was thinking there. Mark Andrews, he's all right. Brown, Swift.
Good.
He's starting Hollywood Brown. God.
I mean, look at his bench right now. I think he's got.
I don't ever want to be that low in life where I have to start Marquise Brown.
He does have some good wide receivers. He does have some good wide receivers, but I feel like his team is pretty inconsistent.
Oh man, that's a lot of buys.
God damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so wrapping up Wolf's team, he's 3-3. I said 2-3 earlier. He's 3-3. He was the champion last year.
No, you're 2-4, Connor. Remember?
He was the champion last year. We forgot to mention that at the beginning of the podcast, but Wolf did win the championship last year.
Unfortunately,
We could talk about that.
That's all we got to say about his team. So next is Parker, who is 5th in the standings. And I would like to say an interesting fact about Parker. He did not have a top 20 draft pick. And his first pick was Najee Harris, who he traded for Cam Akers before the season started. So he had a rough start.
I had a rough start, but
Yeah,
I'm
wait,
sure
Parker, before we go on to your team, do you regret that draft strategy at all?
I
No.
actually don't. I think it was a good strategy, but I think I executed you can't help that Cam Akers tears his ACL 3 days after I trade for him. I mean, what are you going to do about that? I also had J.K. Dobbins on my team before he tore his ACL. So I've been hit with a plague of injuries. So I can't even be mad. But I traded for Pat Mahomes, boy wonder, of course. And I don't love my starting lineup this week, but I think it's way better than Wolf's because Wolf's team is really inconsistent. Waller's is just kind of a goat. Love him. Love my Catholic man, my fellow Catholic, of course. Harrison Butker. My computer's freezing up to show before. Oh my goodness. My computer is overheat. My computer's overheating.
Oh my God. What is going on?
I'm gonna have an early exit than usual.
He had like an aneurysm, bro, for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, my computer is deciding now is a good time to prolapse and overheat.
He was like, "Oh, guys, my computer's overheating."
Well, do you know your team by heart?
Well, yeah, I have CeeDee Lamb on my bench. I have Adam Thielen on my bench. Aaron Rodgers on my bench. I mean, all these great players. I'm kind of being hit with the bipocalypse this week. It kind of sucks, but there's not much I can do about it. As you can see, Keenan Allen on my bench. I traded for Rashad Bateman last night. I think he could break out. He's on my bench. Zach Moss, I don't love.
Because yesterday you said you weren't a fan of Rashad Bateman.
He could break out. You know, he was kind of the throw in.
I don't even know why you even included that man in the trade.
He's a beast.
To be completely honest with you.
All right, we should probably move on.
Okay. Coming in sixth in the rankings is Cannon.
All right.
State your record.
I'm
Can
currently
you go to his team?
Yeah, hang on. Let me get my computer cooled down a little.
Bro, what kind of computer
What?
do you fucking
Cannon,
Mac.
you're 6 right now?
What?
You're 6?
Yeah. That happened.
All right, we're just gonna. Oh, jeez.
Dude, what?
This is unlike Cannon I've ever seen. He's usually number 1 in the standings.
I know. He hasn't even started his downfall.
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't have a downfall.
All right, Cannon, just go off your team.
Football started earlier this
Tell them who your quarterback is.
Coming in at quarterback, you know, a lot of people doubted him at the beginning of the season. Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Squirts.
Jalen Squirt, aka Jalen Squirts. He's QB4 right now. My running backs are somewhat questionable, but my RB1 right now is James Robinson. He's currently RB9. He gets a lot of yards, gets a lot of touchdowns. He's come along. I got him in a trade. Wide receiver 1, I have Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is probably going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's currently wide receiver 5.
I would like to note that James Robinson and Jamar Chase as his RB1 and wide receiver 1, maybe the trashest duo of RB1 and wide receiver.
That's Cannon. That's why you were last in my power rankings.
Dude, James Robinson is ranked 9th and Jamar Chase is ranked 5th. Anywho, moving on. At tight end, I have Travis Kelce. He's currently
Louise.
AKA Killer Trav. He's ranked 1 as a tight end. He's an automatic 15 points each week. And wide receiver 2, I got DK Metcalf, AKA the Coochie Man. He had a bad week last week, but he's still wide receiver 12. And then
He's
wide
not
receiver.
good.
You said what?
He's not gonna be good. Like he was inconsistent with Russell Wilson. You think he's gonna be consistent with Geno Smith?
Dude, okay, besides last week, look.
He's consistent with Russ's QB.
I just lagged for a minute, but besides last week, before that, he had 26 points. The week before that, he had 15. The week before that, he had 20. That's like he's a top 10. He's a ranked top 10 receiver. And then wide receiver 3, I have Scary Terry. He had a bad week the past 2 weeks, but you know he's a boomer bust player. He usually has like either 25 or like 5 to 7 points. Well, like he has Taylor Heineke throwing to him, so you gotta keep that in mind. But he's a good wide receiver 3, and then flex, I have Khalil Herbert, aka K Herbo. He's a running back 4 for the Bears, but he got a lot of touches last week. He gave me 20 points. He was just like a waiver pickup. And then my bench, I have Josh Jacobs. I got him in a trade recently. He hasn't produced too much this year, but I feel like he's going to come along later in the season. And then I have Macadamian Harris. He had a good week last week. He had 18 points against Josh's Cowboys.
I don't trust any Patriots running back.
Ever.
The weeks before that, he was pretty ass. And then
You never know what's going to happen.
And then my prize possession, I believe he's going to be a league winner potentially. Javonte Williams, a.k.a. Pookie.
You've been hoping that since preseason.
If you look at his stats, like, you might be like, okay, that's not that good. But he's splitting time with Melvin Gordon. But, like, if you watch the Broncos, Parker can attest to this, Javonte Williams is really shifty. And I feel like if he gets more touches, then he can really produce.
They're not just going to get MG3 out of the game plan, though. I hope you do realize that.
Yeah,
Melvin Gordon's going to get hurt.
In touch with
Melvin Gordon isn't, like, all that. But I feel like if he gets hurt or, like, if they're, like, trying to tank, I feel like Javonte Williams will get a lot of touches. Because the Broncos have fell off recently, so who knows. But rounding out my bench, I got 2 Bears receivers, A-Rob and Darnell Mooney. Allen Robinson
Darnell Mooney is the greatest player of all time. I have to add that.
Allen Robinson has, like, been completely non-existent this year. And then Darnell Mooney's, like, just, like, I don't know. I just picked him up because he's a good wide receiver, too, potentially.
Somebody to fill the roster space, right?
Yeah, he had 14 points last week, but I don't know. He plays Tampa Bay this week. We'll see how he does. And then Zach Ertz is just a waiver pickup, and I'll probably drop him here pretty soon.
I'm gonna need to switch screens with somebody
You
because
done
my
with your team?
computer is just not.
Okay, so now we're on to my team. We had some more. We had to switch screen sharing and some more technical difficulties, but we're back. And moving on to my team. Unfortunately, I'm in 7th place right now. I know that usually doesn't happen. It's shocking. It won't. I won't be here for very much longer. I will slowly rise to the top of the rankings, just like always. I started off 2-4 2 years ago, and I went to the championship. It's really
And
not
lost.
a big deal. Everybody thinks I'm down right now. Just let them think that. It's just let them if they can sleep better knowing that, it's fine. But all right, let's get to my team. So this isn't my team. Go to week
Great.
8. Go to week 8.
What the is? I can still look at your. All right. Wait,
That's
wait.
Here, go. Just,
No, go to league, and then go to the top. Boy,
No. Oh yeah.
Okay.
wait.
go to the top and press
Say-
week 8,
Why was I on week 6?
and then go to my team. Okay, sorry for the delay, but here's my team. So I just made a trade. I did have Patrick Mahomes all season, but I just made a trade. I got Tom Brady. He's the number 2 quarterback overall right now, or number 2 or 3. 3. So I mean, he's the GOAT. I mean, nothing much to say about that. So then we got at my RB1. You don't have to click on everyone, but at my RB1, I have Najee Harris. I got him. I traded Parker Cam Akers for him at the beginning of the season, and he's went off my team a couple times since then. But he's my OG. He's my boy, and we got a lot more running backs, so just be prepared. And then wide receiver 1, we got Justin Jefferson, Jay Jettas, the boy, the gritty master. He's a top 5 wide receiver. He's just a beast. I mean, Kirk Cousins should really throw him the ball more rather than fucking Adam Thielen, but he's still a beast. So those are my RB1 and wide receiver 1. And then recently I just acquired Dalton Schultz, who is an up-and-coming tight end. Actually, I would like to look at his numbers.
Bruh.
So he's at 7, 2, 25, 15, 10, and 10. And I used to have Darren Waller, and that is actually a better stat line than Darren Waller. So I was kind of getting sick of him because he hadn't been producing to how he should be. So I got rid of him, and now I have Dalton Schultz. And also Nick Chubb, who is currently not going to play this Thursday, so I won't have him. But when he comes back, Kareem Hunt isn't going to be there, and he is going to be a top 3 running back most likely because he's going to get like 35 carries a game. All right. So, and then we have Joe Mixon, who's also a top 10 running back. I have 4 top 10 running backs. I know I'm fucking dope, but he's number 9 so far. He's a beast. He pretty much didn't play one game, but still scored a touchdown. Everybody in this league hated on him. They won't say it now, but everybody in this league hated on him before the season.
I did not.
And I was right because I'm always right.
I think he's overrated.
What?
So,
Yeah, what are we missing?
bro,
He had
He's-
2 games where he scored 24. Like, nice.
And then 11, 14, 9, 7. And
Bro, zoom in and only see.
11, he only had 28% of the snaps.
Not
what
our
about the
fault.
9?
Okay, I mean, people are gonna have off games like 7, 9.
14, 11.
Okay, I don't know if you've realized, but there's not that many fucking good ass running backs in fantasy right now. So
Except on my team.
Oh yeah, I was speak for yourself.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
that's
Yeah.
You guys obviously don't know what I mean by that, but okay. And then Saquon Barkley, I mean, he's maybe like the worst player on my starting lineup. But Saquon, we don't know when he's coming back. He rolled his ankle. I rolled my ankle a couple weeks ago, and I feel fine now. So it should be about a 2-week timeline. So he's just a beast. Everybody knows it. And then Tyler Big Ass Bass, kicker. I think he's like the number 2. He might be the number 1 kicker right now, honestly.
No one cares.
Yeah, bro. Can we just move on? Like the
Oh,
kickers.
for real, want to see.
All right, go to my bench. Go to my
I
bench.
would like to point out Chris Moore on his bench, who he thinks is like the next coming of Jesus, and like put in the group chat that Chris Moore is like was
Go to
going
my
to be a
bench.
great player, basically, and I
Hey.
wrote them for it.
Hey, click on Chris Moore real quick. Let's see the stats.
All right.
He had like 1 good game.
He's played 2 games.
He had 3
Huh.
injuries.
Oh shit! Was that the next coming of a top 5 receiver that Connor talked about?
Interesting.
All right, Chris Moore is someday going to be good, but maybe
Not this year.
Or next year.
Then we got Guy Higgins.
The real ones know.
I'm not gonna lie, he hasn't been doing what he's supposed to be doing, but once Jamar Chase cools down, he should be that boy.
That's
Yeah,
the thing.
once he cools
Not gonna
down.
cool down.
And then let me talk about these last 2 boys real quick. Jalen Waddle, fucking the only 2 games that Tua has played. Look, I already know the stats. The only 2 games that Tua has played, week 1 and week 6. Look at those stats: 15 points and 26 points. And Diego's dumbass said he wouldn't make his team, and he put it on God. What a dumbass.
He wouldn't.
That's retarded.
What are
But
your thoughts on week 2, week 4, and week 5 with his production?
my thoughts are Tua wasn't the quarterback, and Jacoby Brissett's bum ass was, so I don't give a fuck.
Think he's gonna have?
Just for the record, I cut him, and then Connor picked him up, and now it's like in
Why
love
are you
with him.
bragging about cutting him? Like, that's going to be one of the worst decisions of this whole entire season.
Bro,
Connor,
who
who on my
Waddle
team would he
is?
start over?
What?
Who on my team would he start over? Would
That
he start
doesn't
over?
mean you wouldn't make your team, you dumbass.
Would he
You have
start
seven-
over
you have-
Fournette?
you
Would he
have
start
7
over
bench
Cook? Would
spots
he
for
start
a
over
reason.
Zeke?
You have
What?
yeah. List your top 3 backs. Fuck you. I'm obviously I'm not-
Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill. Would he
Alright.
start over Tyreek?
We're moving on. Kadarius Toney. Unfortunately, he got hurt last game, but he got hurt on the first drive, and he had 3 receptions for 30 yards on that drive. So he was probably gonna have another breakout game. He's pretty much a fucking beast. So whenever he comes back, he's gonna keep being a beast, but I just don't know when that is.
I actually, just for the record, I actually really like him. I think he's going to be really good.
I do as well.
He's not going to be better than Sterling Shepard, that's for sure.
That's cap.
You guys know
Yeah.
I
Anyways, coming in last in our rankings, he was 0-5 until last week, and he just recently got his first win, and he goes by the name of Diego.
All right. So to my fans, I know it doesn't look good that I'm 1-5, but the thing I want to say is if you look at the actual points, first off, I'm not last. I'm ahead of like a lot of the people in the league as far as points scored. But
The
Yeah,
stats
so-
are right there. Let's see where you are.
I think he's like 3rd or 4th.
yeah, Connor, you're my bitch. Cannon, Parker.
By
Late.
5.
Yeah,
5
no, I think I'm 4.
Yeah. I think
Diego, you have 1 fan. It's your
I think
dad.
I'm tied with first, I think, Diego. So
Wait,
don't
Diego,
But, all right,
did you
anyway.
consult your dad before you
You're
make it?
third. You're 3rd. You're 3rd.
I'm tied for first. I have the same record as you.
Bro, can I talk about my team?
Diego, do you still ask your dad before you make every trade?
No.
Are
We
you
talked
sure
about
about
it.
that?
we might need to invest.
You guys want to see my text message?
MMOA needs to investigate.
Okay, and even if I did, damn, Kyler Murray had 4 fumbles. Okay, so anyway, so Kyler Murray has been one of the best producing quarterbacks in the league. He was kind of already really good last year, but I thought he would be even better last year, and he's an MVP candidate. So, by the way, I'm just gonna put this out there. Lake decided to draft Dak in the draft over Kyler Murray, and now he's been like begging me for Kyler. But anyway, keep it going. Zeke, I finessed from Wolf, and I got as well as Zeke, and I got. All right, you don't need to click on everyone. I can explain it.
Okay, bro. Damn.
But I got Zeke and Tyreek from Wolf, and that was for Derrick Henry. So I got one of the best top 3 wide receivers and a top 3 running back. And then, so my tight end right now is Gesicki, but it's actually Kyle Pitts. And can you look at Kyle Pitts' numbers real quick?
They are horrible.
Thank you, Josh.
I do not like him.
All right, so if you guys don't know, Kyle Pitts was a top 5 draft pick, but so normally I wouldn't pick a rookie tight end, but he's one of the most talented guys in the top 5 draft pick, and he had his breakout game last game, so I think he's going to start turning up. I've been getting some offers for him, so I know you guys like him too.
What do you say to the people that say he only had a breakout game? 1, because Calvin Ridley was out, and 2, because they were playing some bum-ass team in London.
Yeah, when Ridley comes back, Kyle Pitts is going to be ass again.
Everybody knows whatever happens in London doesn't count.
Okay, well, that's just retarded. But anyway, going down, Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook is even my number 1 running back. That's how good my team is. So he really does. He explains for himself. Gibson,
He's
honestly,
your number 1 running back. I don't know why you don't put him there, but he is.
Does it really matter where I put him?
Well, don't say he's not your number 1 running back when he is.
Okay, well then Zeke is not even my number 1 running back. But anyway, Gibson hasn't been doing as well. He actually got hurt last game.
Trash.
Okay, and then going down, Fournette. I just want to put this out there. I don't know if Connor was feeling bad for me because of my record or whatever, but he just decided to give me Fournette for free. So I do appreciate that. Shout out to Connor. And now, like, everyone wants him because he's been going crazy. But anyway, keep going down to my bench.
I do not want him.
I did.
And
so I was like, he's
okay. So yeah, my bench is just I'm gonna be getting some waivers. So a lot of these guys aren't even gonna be here. But Claypool, I think, has been pretty good. If you look at his numbers,
you're number 1 in the waivers.
What?
You're number 1 in the waivers, so you should get a good player.
Yeah, you're number 2. But anyway,
I don't have that waiver because it's a Parker because I got fucking Joe Mixon.
I have your next 4 waivers, Connor.
all right, so yeah, folks, that's my team. I know my record isn't what my fans expect and everything, but
your only fan is your mom.
I just put up the highest amount of points last week by far, and so I mean, if you just look at my team, it's clearly the best in the league. I put up the most points last week, and if you guys don't know, the top 6 teams in our league make the playoffs, so I'm confident that I'll be there in the playoffs.
Also, I want to say that Spencer, when I said that I was going to give you my fucking waiver, I never even had that waiver, so I'm an idiot.
So what?
Yeah, Connor doesn't have a waiver.
Earlier, I was going to give him a
like
waiver.
11.
My first waiver too this week.
No, 7.
I don't actually.
He doesn't have a waiver until week 11. So I have his week 7, 8, 9,
Well,
and 10.
I said you didn't need to give me a waiver though, so it's fine.
Okay, so I believe that wraps up our first segment and going over the teams. Next, okay, so we got everyone's record and standings. So, and I see the number 2 topic on here is Diego's first win. We need to go over that. I mean, he started.
Yeah, I mean, you want to go back to last week?
0-5. I think that's the worst record ever in the league. Am I correct?
No, it's not correct, but
I think that's correct.
I think it might be the worst start other than like Devin and
that's what I meant. Worst start.
all right. So, like I said, I kind of already addressed it, but I fucked Wolf, and I had the most points in the league, so I don't even really need to explain it.
All right, I have as the third bullet point on here, roast Wolf. So his dumbass is not here right now, and he plays on this fucking Winthrop soccer team. Nobody even knows where the hell that is, but
Where is that?
I literally don't know.
Let us know in the comments if you know where that is.
Let us know if you could find our friend Wolf.
We've yet to hear from him.
Anyways, this is the
Where's
fucking
Wolf?
kid
He's
who
not in the group
got a
chat.
championship last year. He was not really the best.
Let me take this part. If we're
Alright,
talking
Yeah,
about the
Blake, you might
championship.
want to say some shit.
You
too.
got it.
We're talking about the championship. The only reason that man won is because he had Alvin Kamara.
Wait,
who got him like
come out.
63 points.
Kenan, go to ESPN and go to our history from last postseason.
Because I am still mad about this. I am still so mad.
Parker, you definitely had the best team that year.
I should have 2 rings and be considered the greatest owner of all time, right
Also,
alongside Connor with 2
Big
rings.
announcement.
Oh my god, dude, can you get off Connor for 2 seconds?
I know, bro. Why do you have to add Connor?
Yeah, like what?
The only one of us with 2 rings.
Bro, he
Bro.
doesn't have 2 rings, bro.
First off, I think 80% of the league wasn't even there when Connor won. That's like saying like,
2
bro,
rings,
huh?
0 rings, Mr. Zero rings.
That's like saying like a team that won the National Football League instead of the Super Bowl. Like you're not gonna count that.
All right, go to the history. So if you guys didn't know, we switched platforms this year from ESPN to Sleeper. It was a big change for us, huge change actually. We
Changed everything.
thought about it for a while and we made the change, but thankfully we can still access our history on ESPN. So that's what we want to show you here. If Canon's bum ass Wi-Fi, SEMO Wi-Fi can load.
The last year settings.
That was last year right there.
This shit does just not want to load.
What more do we need?
I don't think you should have went to settings. We were just gonna go over the playoffs last year, but
I'm trying to like find out how to go like back though.
It's in under league. Go under league.
okay. So moving on to our next segment, we want to tell you guys about how the postseason shaped out last year, and as you can see, the standings were me and Cannon had the bye at 1 and 2, and that's usually who's at the top of the league. Not right now, but that's usually how it is. And then
Definitely not right now.
Alpha Males was at 3.
You're in last place.
The Pack at 4. Adrian Beat Your Son at 5. Gangrene at 6. And then the 2 people that didn't make the playoffs were Spencer and Josh.
So we're first and second right now.
So I guess let's just go through the matchup.
That is true. That is kind of crazy.
So the Pack and Adrian Beat Your Son. I know this was one of the all-time tough losses for you, Lath. Would you like to expand on what happened during that week?
I mean, dudes have to cheat to beat me. I'm used to it. What happened was there was a cheating scandal, and Wolf was involved in the cheating scandal, and the league investigated it and found him guilty. But Wolf, the baby he is, cried all day until he got his way, and he cried so he wouldn't get a punishment for doing something that he's not allowed to do, which none of us are doing. You don't see us out here cheating, but apparently he needs to cheat to beat me. And he tried to bribe somebody that was out of the playoffs already to give him a player for a Head West sandwich or whatever they were doing. But pretty much the cheater, and he's a cheater. And
So pretty much, basically during that week is he cheated, and there was a whole scandal, and we were going to give him a punishment of -5 points, but we decided not to in the end, and we decided
No. We didn't decide not to. He just kept crying until he didn't get it his way.
He said he was going to lead the league. He said he was going to
It was a big
And then
deal.
he said something about how like women don't deserve rights or something. I don't know. That might have been another part.
And then we decided to extend his. We decided to not give him a punishment in the postseason because that was too harsh, and we extended his punishment to week 1 where he had -5. But as you can see, if he would have got -5, Lath would have advanced, and then
It's not even just that. I won and woke up the next day. This is why I'll
explain that.
This is why I will never go back to ESPN, because they're probably like the freaking dirtiest snakes alive. Like they're the biggest rats in the game right now, and I'll never go back to them. And I went to sleep that night thinking I was moving on to a playoffs. I was up by like 5, and I was happy as can be. You know, I went to sleep dreaming good. I woke up dreaming good, and then I woke up to my phone, and my phone blowing up. You know, like Adam Scheffner's calling me. Woj dropped a bomb. Like you guys are in my DM saying late, and I'm like, oh my god. And I check my phone, and KD's texting me like, check the score. I'm like, bruh. And I checked it, and apparently ESPN made a mistake, which never happens, has never happened in the history of ESPN. Apparently they really knew that I had the best team to ever be like created in league history or whatever, and they had to find some way to help this little freaking Schmeat Wolf move on. And apparently Denver was subtracted 7 points from their defense, and as you can see, Wolf had to cheat to beat me.
Yeah.
And he's
It was
he's
one of the. It was. I'm not gonna lie. It was one of the main factors in us deciding to switch because that is absolutely unacceptable.
and then after that, I didn't know what I was going into, and I went into depression. We can't go on from there, but I had to see a therapist, and it just didn't go well.
You got him taken care of.
And then Wolf went on to the championship, and history can tell you what happened. But anyways, Cannon, go back, and does anybody want to? That was the most interesting storyline of the playoffs last year. But does anybody want to say anything else?
I was Wolf's first victim, and I was in complete shock. But he beat me by like 40.
Yeah, you never should have.
On his rampage and beat Parker.
Yeah, that game.
After Wolf played Lace, he kind of went off.
That's very true.
I'm the bro.
And look at that score too.
Wolf is the Tom Brady of our league. He just gets lucky and wins. And
Wait, whoa!
Stop.
The Tom Brady of our
Tom
league.
Brady's the GOAT.
I'm Tom Brady.
How does Tom Brady just get lucky and win? That's the most retarded thing I've ever heard.
Tom Brady is the luckiest man alive. We won't get into my Tom Brady conspiracy theories. I don't like Tom Brady.
You are an actual. That is the stupidest thing.
Why is the position Parker sitting and look like he's flipping his toenails?
Bro,
Parker, who's the GOAT? Who's the football GOAT?
You know, you're all gonna hate me when I say it. Y'all are gonna hate me when I say it, but it's Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning.
Parker is sitting the way I wake up
Parker,
to my.
you know that's not true.
But I think it is.
Parker, dude. Come on now, dude. If you actually think that, then I have to question.
Tom Brady is.
I have to question your intelligence.
Parker, wait, top 5 QBs of all time.
All right, you know what? This is not a segment. We're not doing this.
Parker.
Say it, Parker. Wait, Parker, say it.
Parker, real quick, rank who gets the most bitches.
I right now, I think from 1 to 7 right now. I think we gotta put Wolf at 7 because he's not.
We've done a full 180 here, but continue.
Wolf got to be at 7 because he's not here, and if you're not on the podcast, you just have no chance getting girls.
I mean, even if he was, it's not like he's gonna move up to 4.
That's true, bro. This shit's gonna blow up. We're gonna get 5 million views, and he's not gonna fucking. He's gonna be like, "Damn, I was on a lame ass bus headed to my lame ass soccer game with."
We don't even know if he's on that bus.
I think coming in at number 6 is Cannon says no chance.
Bro, what?
Um,
Parker, you literally text the group chat every time you kiss a girl. How are you ranked higher than me?
I'm not ranking myself right now.
That is facts. I'm a virgin.
Ladies,
I think right now, Spencer got to be at number 5.
Damn.
Connor's
Damn,
got to
bro.
go.
It's tough down
I'm
here.
really thinking right now.
Can I hear your reasoning? Like, this is blasphemy.
who's 4?
Wait, Parker, I have a question.
Yeah.
So you think like Spencer has better game than Camden?
I do. I actually do.
Oh my god.
I agree with that.
I think Josh has to come in at number 3.
Wait, who's 4?
You boy.
Bro, I was like 2 last time, wasn't I?
The truth hurts.
I think Lace kind of pulling right now, so he got to be at number 2.
What the hell is Lace doing?
What is Lace done? What is Lace been
Lace
doing?
been dating the same.
Wait, I'm one. Wait, Parker, I'm one.
Oh, yeah, for sure posted this shit to my story, bro. I'm like, come watch this shit. Go to minute 28 when we talk about this segment.
Bro, you
All right,
think
let's
our
switch
game
the segment, let's switch the segment.
Wait, Parker, am I number 1?
Diego the Smooch King is number 1.
Oh my
All right,
god.
this fucking list is rigged. That is ridiculous.
What's Josh?
3.
You can't be named the Smooch King and be number 1.
I'm number 3. Okay.
Diego's incidents have put him
No, I
below.
think
He can't be that
You
high.
have to be number 1 if you're the Smooch King.
Maybe in your book,
Yeah.
the smooches are fucking God's fucking gift.
Shit, bro.
All right. We gotta get back to the podcast.
Wait.
I know our viewers are here for fantasy and not.
Nah, Cannon, you have kind of been slacking on the smooches though.
Dude, I need to get my smooth.
Cannon has the worst talk game in
About
the
one
217.
right now. It's just not looking good for
All right,
him.
basically, Diego, can we tell what goes into the Smooch King name?
Yeah.
All right, basically, Diego gets no ass, and he pretty much just goes to bars and just smooches on women and does nothing else. Besides that.
That is false, but I'm not going to say
Hey, get him clocked in at number 1. That's all that matters.
facts.
True, he is above all of us.
Lath be pulling hella lately, so
Hey, shut up, bro.
Not as much as me. Not as much as me.
No, Parker, how did Leif go up your ranking?
Hey, can we just switch a segment? Come on now.
it must have been a
Wait, Parker.
Hey, can we move on to the next segment? Let's go.
Wait, is sweating so hard right now.
Wait, Parker.
Hey, we're here for
Parker.
fantasy football and fantasy football only. I don't know who brought up this segment.
You better not let Anna see this.
Hey.
All right.
So let's talk.
All right. So we're gonna go back, get it back into fantasy. Cannon, go to the sleeper. We're gonna review best and worst trades recently.
Oh shit.
So one of the worst trades. Actually, I can't talk about my own trade. Somebody else talk about it.
How do you go to trades?
You're okay.
Are we talking about the trade where you got Nick Chubb for a couple scrubs?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
here's
I
the
think-
trade.
This is a very controversial trade.
This was done today.
Wait, let me say real quick.
So
Every year, Connor finesses Spencer about 12 times.
And
like,
Diego, I think I
no,
would
stop.
finesse you.
Let me finish. Like, I almost got into a tradition where I'd wake up and I just see Connor finessing Spencer. But I will say, Spencer has not gotten finessed by Connor as much this season, but I did wake up to see that happen today. So I was kind of disappointed.
This trade is not that bad.
So basically,
It's not that bad. Why would you accept it if it's not that bad?
Because it's good. Y'all are sleeping on AJ Brown.
Spencer, please tell me how Nick Chubb is worth AJ Brown and Mike Evans. Please tell me.
Okay, so click on AJ Brown 2020 real quick, Cannon.
Oh my!
That was last year.
bro. We hit
Because I mean, scroll down a bit. Those are some nice numbers. Those are really good
Agree
numbers.
with Spencer.
And he's still wide receiver 1 in a really good offense. And Julio has not done anything. So
Is
there's
he
nothing
wide
wrong with AJ Brown. Like he's still getting hella targets.
We'll take Julio does less for the Titans than Davis did for them last year.
And if you look at Mike Evans' numbers, he's been wide receiver 1 in that team. He's been doing really good.
Hey, Gronk has been out.
But bro, it is not worth giving up Nick Chubb, bro.
Hey, bro, click on Nick Chubb's numbers. They have not been that crazy.
Bruh, Kareem Hunt is out now.
Dude, for a few weeks.
3.
Dude, not during the playoffs. I thought playoffs, Connor. What are you talking about regular season for, my man?
If we want to get to the playoffs, I can tell you my schedule is great.
Oh, well, that's good. You can get your wins now, and I'll get mine when I need them in the playoffs, bro. I know you need wins right now, dude. Don't worry about it.
All right. Well, I hope I see you later in the playoffs.
I'm not gonna lie, I did hate having Nick Chubb because I just don't feel like he lived up to potential this year. Also, he shares so much with Kareem Hunt. Like
he's not consistent. He's like consistent air quotes because like Kareem Hunt just like takes stuff randomly. Like you just can't count on that in the playoffs. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I've told you guys I've been wheeling and dealing. I also did this trade yesterday. I realized I needed to change my team up a little, and I think I did that for the best because I'm fucking so good right now. But anyways, I traded Darren Waller, Pat, Zach Moss, and Rashad Bateman for Tom Brady, Joe Mixon, and Dalton Schultz. And honestly, the reviews for this were more even, but I still think I won. because Zach Moss and Rashad Bateman were bench players for me, even though I do like them. And Patrick Mahomes and Darren Waller, to be honest, were just not living up to where they were drafted at. So
Yo, Connor, can we look at another one of your trades real quick? It was the one where you gave me Fournette for free.
All right. Oh, I just wasn't done with that one. All right. So let me just finish this one, and then I got Tom Brady, and Dalton Schultz. So
okay, moving on. Can you look at the one for that we traded?
Wait, don't I get to say
Let's
anything about
his
the trade?
reasoning.
Yeah, let Parker talk. Shut up, Diego.
Let Parker give his reasoning.
So I made this trade because I know the potential of Mahomes and Waller, and I think that there's a lot of mouths to feed on that Dallas offense, and Joe Mixon is kind of an inconsistent RB1, which did admittedly leave me without a true RB1, but I'm working. I'm on the phones. I'm going to make deals. And, I think Patrick Mahomes, he kind of underwhelmed Connor, but he is the QB 1 or 2 right now. And that's just the facts. I don't know what Connor wants, 50 a game, but, I'm always happy to have my boy Pat back on board. He's been on my team the last 3 years.
I think that's a fact. I don't think he's 1 or 2.
He is. He's number 1, actually.
What?
Josh Allen's 2 and Brady's 3.
Shut up, Spencer. All right.
Yeah, you traded the best quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know what Connor wants from him. Like
Tom Brady was the best quarterback last week, so it'll switch again.
Parker, who are you on the phones with for?
I'm on the phones for any running back one, really. I mean,
do we want to talk about this trade? Edmonds and Chuba Hubbard, that's kind of pointless.
Why?
Chuba Hubbard is.
We don't need to go through every trade.
Weeks. Edmonds has season-long value, so.
What's?
Well, you are not starting Edmonds ever, dude.
I think we should move on to our next segment.
Yeah, I know you don't want to talk about that trade with me.
That is going over the head-to-head.
I don't blame you.
Going over the head-to-head matchup this week. So we're just going to talk a little bit about each matchup this week.
This is also going to be my last segment because I have an 8 a.m. tomorrow.
What about the power rankings?
You have to show the power rankings.
Yeah, can we do the power rankings with Parker, and then we can do the matchups?
Okay. We'll do the power rankings now. So, Parker, you're going to reveal them. We're not going to put them on the computer because you're not sharing your screen, so you're just going to reveal them verbally. Kenan, stop sharing your screen for a second, and we'll put this on gallery. All right.
All right, so this week.
Where did Josh go?
The number 18.
Wait. Where did Josh go?
I don't know, but we can't worry about him. All right, Parker.
We ready?
Yeah.
So the number 8 team in the league is Lath right now on the consensus. People are just not loving his team. Number 7 is Cannon. Number 6 is myself. Number 5 is Spencer. Number 4 is Diego. Connor's coming in at 3. Wolf's coming in at 2 somehow. And then Josh is coming in at 1, which makes sense.
I don't.
So these power rankings are voted on amongst the owners.
So that's the power rankings right now.
Usually it is a noble task, but sometimes people cheat. I think this week was honest, but in other weeks they have not been. But that's rather here nor there. Does anybody want to say anything about where they were ranked?
I feel like 6 is a little low for me after kind of just annihilating Connor.
Bro, Connor doesn't mean shit, dude. He's 2 and 4. Like that one means nothing.
Well, the owners think I'm still better than you, so that's crazy that you have 2 more wins than me and they still think I'm better than you.
Yeah,
we'll see, bro. We'll see.
It's weird to me.
Now, Late, what do you have to say about basically everyone putting you last?
I love it. I love the hate. I love the hustle. I love it. It's okay. I'm 4-2. I'm not worried. I'm not the one trying to get 5 more wins to even get to be like.
Would you regret that your draft strategy of giving away all your depth because all your players are trash?
No, I wish I was 2-4 like you. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, because you slept on. Don't get no attention. That's how I like it.
2-4. You're right.
Bro,
You
you're
can be 2-5.
scored the least amount of points in the league. Like congrats.
Do you want to be 4-2 or 2-4? Let's ask everybody. Would you rather be 2-4 or 4-2?
Bro, I wouldn't want to be
Would
last.
you rather have my team or Lace's team? Let's ask that.
All right, they can go ahead. They can, if they want Constant, they can be 2-4 because look where his team got him. He keeps sending his team into a group chat every freaking week, like, bro, you guys are in trouble. No, bro, you're still 2-4. You lose every game. Like, no one is in trouble except you.
All I'm saying is the owners thought differently.
I
Okay,
think Diego's gonna beat Connor, to be honest.
aren't gonna play.
Bold take, buddy. I'm projected like 110 next week.
I also
That
don't
sounds
have
like 2-5.
Yeah, fucking nice. I already said that. I already know I'm gonna lose this week, but it's whatever because starting next week, I'm literally not losing again.
Want to put money on that?
No, because Joe Broadcast couldn't pay up.
Oh, really?
Anyways, does anybody else want to talk about where they were ranked? Cannon?
I think 7's kind of reasonable. I
That's horrible.
I had the fourth most points last week, and I played absolutely horrible this week, and now I have the second least amount of points next to Lathe.
Cannon, do you think you're gonna beat me this week?
Are you pretty much just admitting that your team's ass?
I'm just saying at this point in time, I can see why people are ranking me 7, but I believe I'm going to come along later in the season.
Well, if you think your team's ass, why wouldn't you make any trades?
Yeah, Cannon, how much value do you think Kelsey holds?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if we want to get into some of the.
You could honestly make your team one of the best right
You
now.
didn't want to accept it. I sent you multiple offers for Kelsey today.
Here, can we since I declined, can we go over what that trade was?
Yeah.
No, I was about to accept. I was about to accept it, and I went to class, and I just thought about it. And I was like, I can't do it.
It was literally, I have it saved.
Wait, Cannon.
So do I.
It was Ezekiel Elliott and Kyle Pitts for Josh Jacobs and Kelsey, and he declined. And he said send it right now, like he was gonna accept it, and I sent it, and then he waited.
Yo, Connor, what do you think about that one?
Wait, I didn't hear it.
It was Elliott and Pitts and Jacobs and Kelsey, and as soon as I sent it, he said send it, and then he waited 30 minutes and said never mind.
Elliott and Pitts or Jacobs and Kelsey?
Elliott's literally RB4.
I wouldn't do that if I was Diego.
Yeah.
Cannon.
You would or wouldn't?
I would not.
Cannon.
I was about to accept it. I literally was gonna accept it, but then I had to go to class, and then I just thought about the whole class.
Not been what he was hyped up to be so far.
Cannon.
What?
You think you're gonna beat me this week?
I know I'm gonna beat you this week. Even with James Robinson out, I'm still gonna beat you.
I can't believe you guys sleep with my team though. It's
okay. Let's Cannon start sharing your screen again. Let's go to matchups.
Bro, can we? Okay.
So now we're gonna talk about the matchups for week 7. All
right.
So we got Cannon versus Lath. What do you guys think about that?
I'll start. I have basically everyone in my lineup except James Robinson this week. I don't know who's gonna play for him this week, but I like my odds. Khalil Herbert, I haven't decided.
What do you mean you don't know who's gonna play for him?
I don't know.
Kind of need to
I don't know who's gonna sub for him this week because my next.
Those are the 2 bottom teams on the power rankings, by the way.
I didn't know the power rankings were the actual standings.
I'm just putting that out there.
I don't know. I feel like I have a good chance, especially with Dak not playing.
Lath?
Bro, I ain't tripping, bro. You see, it's not that hard. I put in a.
Who's gonna be your RB1?
RB1, I have Alvin Kamara. And then I move Alvin Kamara to RB1. I go down, you see Debo, you see Patterson. Then I got Chuba Hubbard or whatever his name is. Chuba. I got Sterling. I got Jerry Jeudy coming back. This shit easy, bro.
All right, going on to the next matchup.
Wait, who do you guys think will win?
Put in the comments who you think will win.
No,
Comment now.
who do you guys think will win?
Honestly, don't like. Okay.
Really have a-
I think Cannon will win just because Deck's out and Chris McCaffrey though.
I'll
I
go
also think Cannon will as well.
All right.
I got Cannon.
Okay, I got you guys.
I got you, Lath. I'm taking Lath.
I don't know what you guys don't. All right, all right.
All right, so moving on to the next matchup, we got Spencer and Josh. I think are they 1 and 2 in the rankings?
I think so.
Yeah. It honestly doesn't matter who I line up to play. I'll beat Josh. I don't lose to Josh usually, so this should be another win. 3-0 on the year. I think my lineup will win no matter what. So you can talk Josh or whatever, but don't 4-3 already because it's pretty much in the bag once I get my QB locked down.
Damn.
Wow. Josh, unmute yourself.
I don't like your odds, especially with Josh Allen out.
I got a QB I'm looking at.
I do have Eckler and Diggs out this week too. Oh no, we'll see.
You gonna lose?
What?
You think you're gonna lose?
No, I'm expecting a 45-point performance out of Lamar.
Would we like to put a wager on this game?
I'd put 10 on it.
I got you.
Ooh, you already
Wager
here
of the
first. Folks.
podcast. Count it.
And Devontae doesn't have 2 back-to-back 10-point games. Be ready for a quick 30 out of him, Spencer.
It's
I'm sorry.
Ridley will do you one better, bro. He's dropping 32.
Ridley's dropping 30. You want to bet another 10 on that too?
30.
I will not be betting 10 on that.
Okay.
but-
All right, then don't say something you don't follow up
Wait,
with.
Josh, you want to bet 10 that Devontae gets less than 30?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, yeah. So let's be
Oh,
quiet.
then you better not say that then.
All right, we got a bet. We got a bet on this game. Good. Let's go on to the next matchup. We got Diego and myself. And I'll be the first to tell you that I'm probably not going to win this week. My wife
Rush.
wanted Guy Higgins, so we're kind of just praying for a miracle until we get back. We're losing. We have 3 starters out this week. It's really just rough. Actually 4, including big ass Bass. And then, I mean, yeah, Diego, you could talk about your team.
I mean, my team is not even close. My 2 best players are out, Zeke and Dalvin Cook. So, I mean,
True. I actually
really,
didn't win this week because Diego actually sucks.
Dang.
you get that out of the way.
This is probably like the 2 worst teams in the league.
No,
Yeah.
we already had that matchup.
Statistically, in the standings, these are the bottom 2.
The rankings that actually matter. Yeah, these are the 2 worst.
I
would like to add though. I would like to add that Spencer has the Bucks defense and they play fucking Justin Fields. So I'm gonna expect them to drop at least 15 points. The Bucks D is gonna get their points. I'll put money on that.
That's not what happened last year.
Crazy.
Maybe 180 yards total offense out of that team.
The Bucks D is not that good.
You realize
I do
Justin
not know
Fields
about
passes like 12 times a game. Like, what do you want him to do?
I don't know. I'm just asking for some better total offense out of the team.
I mean, last week was not bad at all. Or the week.
Yeah, K Herbo did, carry the load.
Hey, if you add Connor and Diego's wins together, they still don't have as much as me. Sad.
No, nobody cares about that stat.
Well, one of you is either gonna go 2
Lath.
1 and 6.
All right.
All right.
So I don't know if you guys.
No,
saw-
wait, no. Lath, how many championships do you have?
Diego,
No. Can you answer that real quick for me?
Diego, how'd you beat me?
What?
What's your record? Diego, what is your record? Do you at least have 2 wins? There's been 6 games. You can't get at least 2 wins.
Ken's making roster moves.
Wait, I've scored more points than you have.
I saw that.
Dang, that's crazy. Too bad you're 1 and 5.
I mean, I can't help it if my opponent goes off every time. But you know what I can't help is that I have a ring and you have not.
Anything for you can't win.
What?
What's
Okay, so we got to move on to the last matchup, which is Parker and Wolf. And Parker's not here because he had to go to bed, and Wolf's
I'm
not
here.
So we're just not going to talk about this, really.
Dude, I'm right here. What are you
Oh.
talking about?
Sorry, Parker's here.
I'm gonna dismantle Wolf. It's not even gonna be close. Take that to the bank. If I wasn't an NCAA athlete, I would be betting on it. This is my revenge game for the championship last year. DeAndre Hopkins is gonna get 5 points because he gets like 3 targets a game now.
Just had like 25.
Yeah, because 2 of his 4 catches were touchdowns, and that's not gonna happen every week.
You know how much points he had last week?
Yeah, I do. I know exactly how many points he had this last week. Mark Andrews is playing out of his mind right now. That's going to end. Derrick Henry is an absolute stud. He's the only concern I have. If you want to scroll down, Mahomes is going to take care of business. Marquise Brown, DeAndre Swift, DJ Moore. I'm not worried about any of those guys. They're all trash. Wolf's whole team is trash.
DeAndre Swift is not trash, but whatever.
I have to lean a lot. If you can tell, I have the bipocalypse kind of coming on. So, I'm not worried though. Wolf doesn't scare me. As you see, I have a 63% chance to win. Not that projections matter, but just a little interesting side note there. So that's all I want. That's all I want to say. And with that, I sign off.
Period. Okay, so leading into our next segment, I'm going to introduce you guys to an organization that we have within the league called the MMOA. And this is pretty much I'm the commissioner of the league, so I'm not involved in it. This is pretty much the players' union of the league, and it's represented by Lath, Spencer, and Parker,
And the King,
and Diego,
and Mr. 1 and 5.
So right now, I just wanted to introduce you to them. They're kind of an important part of the league that we've established within this last year. So next, I would like to discuss something pretty important that I didn't really talk to you guys about, but I want to decide a punishment for the last place person at the end of the year. So does anybody have any ideas?
They have to get their legs waxed.
Legs waxed? That's actually not bad.
That sounds terrible. Oh my god.
Spencer,
That shit won't matter for me.
I'm not getting last, but shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say that shit would not matter for Josh. And Spencer, ain't no way you have leg hair.
Nah, Spencer low-key, I think he's like a caveman, bro. That man probably got hella hair.
Spencer's like a hairy ass dude. I can see that. All right. Actually, all right. Fuck it. We just won't. We'll do that. We'll do the punishment thing at.
Or they can get like a MM in the back of their head, like a small MM.
That would be dope too. I feel like we should have everybody here to vote on this though.
yeah, we gotta do that. Also, never mind.
Okay. Well.
Let Diego say it.
We should have done this at the start of the season to decide it.
I do agree with that.
Yeah, because now,
Yeah, but you don't think you're gonna finish last, right? You don't think you're gonna finish last, right?
I don't think I'm gonna finish last, but I said there was like a 0% chance at the start of the season, but now that everyone's been going crazy, maybe like a 25% chance.
Oh, getting nervous over there, huh, Diego?
Hot seat.
I'm not gonna like fucking like get a tattoo or some shit.
I'd get a tattoo. I would get a tattoo. I think we should do that.
Hell no.
A
Never getting a tattoo.
tiny little MM on your ankle, bro.
I'm never getting a tattoo ever in my entire life. So
A tiny little MM on your ankle. You wouldn't get that.
fuck no.
I think we should lock that in as our punishment.
It has to be on your forehead.
All right, we should probably wrap it up, bro.
Yeah, I think it's time
that
to
was
wrap
our
it.
that was our last segment. So
Next is Daytron's girlfriend.
yeah, no. So that was our last segment. I hope you guys thought this was a good episode. If you guys have any suggestions for us, leave that in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next week for another episode of Midwest Mafia Podcast.